Are you having trouble browning ground beef? Is your beef coming out gray and bland? Well, the Certified Angus Beef Test Kitchen has a solution for you. Here are the tips for ground beef browned right.
Today we're going back to the basics. We're talking the technique of browning ground beef. Have you been doing it right? We'll go over the wrong way and the right way to properly brown ground beef. For the first cooking method, we'll use a medium non-stick pan over medium heat. We'll go straight into the pan without any oil or preheating it. For the second method, we'll preheat a stainless steel pan and add just enough oil to coat the bottom of the pan. You could use a cast iron if you prefer and just skip the oil. If the oil runs fast, you can tell the pan is hot enough. Now that everything is preheated, we'll add the beef. You can definitely hear it sizzle as it hits the pan. One important tip is to flatten out the beef in an even layer so that you can brown as much surface area as possible without the pan being overcrowded. Going back to the first pan, you can hear it start to sizzle, but it isn't really browning. It's mostly just steaming and not developing a crust. We'll start to really break it up, but it isn't browning well because the pan is a bit overcrowded and not quite hot enough. This tends to be the biggest mistake most people make that will inhibit the browning process. After chopping a bit more, we'll add some salt. Now back to the beef in the stainless steel pan. You can see it's browning nicely because more surface area is constantly in contact with the pan. We'll flip some over and get a little more searing. That brown beef is so much more intensely flavored than the stuff that's just simmering away. In the non-stick pan, you can see the meat is releasing a lot of its moisture and boiling and steaming rather than browning well. For comparison, you can see the ground beef is sizzling in some of that rendered fat in the stainless steel pan. Now that it's pretty much done cooking, we'll season with some salt. Now it's time to really start to chop up the beef. If there's some brown bits stuck to the bottom of the pan, just scrape them up. It's a ton of deep, beefy flavor that you don't want to leave behind. As I chop up the first pan of ground beef, you can see that it's a lot duller in color and almost looks boiled. There's nothing wrong with it, but when you're using the best beef, you want to treat it properly. Now this ground beef, it's fine to eat, but this one packs so much more flavor. It's gonna make your tacos, chili, sloppy joes that much better because of the flavor you develop when browning that beef. Now that you're armed with that knowledge of browning ground beef properly, spread the word. Let's get everybody browning ground beef the right way. Make sure to subscribe, and for more great tips like this, join us next time in the Test Kitchen.